Roll Tide and welcome in to the Waaaay Offsides post-game wrap-up. You guys said that we weren't getting in here quick enough to do these after games, so here we are. Jeff and the rest of the gang will be joining me here shortly. The number 19 Alabama Crimson Tide has just defeated the Wisconsin Badgers from the Big Ten 38-14. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear what you think, what worked well, what you didn't like. There's some things that I saw that looked fantastic, and then there's some things that made me a little uncomfortable. We're going to get to those in a second, but before we do, you know the drill. We got to pay some bills. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't yet. This helps us out. If you're watching on X, most of you are watching on X. There's 145 of you right now. 110 of you are watching on X. If you haven't, go over to YouTube really quick. Hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Leave a big like on this video. It helps us out. Jeff.
YouTube it.
How you feeling, man?
What's up, man?
Feeling good?
Yeah, dude. I do feel good. Right. Yeah, that was a good win. Ty looked like legit.
It was a good win. I will say the perfectionist in me is screaming a little bit. We're going to get into that. But initial impressions are that you feel like it was a really good win.
I didn't like the giving up some stuff there at the end defensively, but we've seen that as long as we can remember, teams giving up garbage yards. That term is out there for a reason. But Wisconsin couldn't do anything for 3/4 of that game.
No, they couldn't. They absolutely couldn't. I did notice that they started to kind of throw in some things that looked very similar to what FSU was doing down in Tallahassee there towards the end of the game. They started kind of adding some eye candy. It was giving Bama's defense a little bit of trouble. Dark DeBoer is key. Yeah, Kalen DeBoer in black, man. The man in black.
Hey, man, he comes with it in black.
I do. I know it was hot out there, bro. It's burning up. Let's take a look at this box score. I'm going to bring it up here on the screen. There we go. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. So here we go. Bama beats Wisconsin 38-14. Let me refresh this here. There we go. Yeah, 38-14 is your final score. Bama outgained Wisconsin pretty much obviously the entire game except for the fourth quarter, garbage time. However, the story, I think, of this game is Ty Simpson. Everybody's going to talk about the wide receivers, but Ty Simpson absolutely went off in this game. 24 for 29 passing. He's like 91% in his last two starts. Completion rate threw for 382 yards, 4 touchdowns. His wide receivers, well, it would have been more if he had a touchdown pass that wasn't dropped there towards the end of the game. But he almost threw for 400 yards. Alabama went crazy pass heavy. They were having very little success with the run. We'll get into that here in a minute. That's one of those things I said is making me a little uncomfortable. But let's take a look at team stats. Alabama outgained Wisconsin. Now, Wisconsin gained the majority of their yardage in the second half towards the end of the game, but Alabama outgained them in the air. Wisconsin actually beat Alabama on the ground, almost ran for 100 yards. But as you can see, yards per play, Bama wasn't goofing around today. Third down efficiency for Alabama was not good. That's something to keep an eye on as we move forward. Third down efficiency for Wisconsin was okay. They ran 51 plays. Bama ran 52. 2 turnovers were huge in this game. Bray Hubbard had an amazing game. I just feel
he had a nice comeback game there.
He did. I think he needed it to shut fans up. I think Ryan Williams also had a pretty good game. Everybody's going to talk about that drop touchdown.
Very nice game.
Yeah, everybody's going to talk about that drop touchdown, but coming off a week where you actually had Alabama content creators saying that maybe this team was better without Ryan Williams, he records 5 catches for 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 33-yard average on per catch. Right behind him, Jeremy Bernard's averaging 16 yards per catch. He recorded 4 for 62 and a touchdown. And then Isaiah Horton, he had a little bit of a showing too, 5 for 48, about 10 yards per catch and a big touchdown. The wide receivers.
That was a perfect touchdown too.
Balled out. Yeah, that was beautiful ball, man. Yeah, that was a beautiful ball. Wide receivers balled out today. It was very reminiscent of back in the day with, I dare say the wideouts. DeBoer was spicy today. Absolutely, Kay.
Yeah, my Jam Miller will help us, but if Jam Miller played today, we weren't going to suddenly run for 200 yards. I mean, that was Wisconsin had a great plan to stop the run.
Yeah.
So while he will help, he's not the elixir.
Yeah, that was obviously Wisconsin's game plan, was to stop the run, and they did a good job. Yeah. They did a really good job. Alabama kind of you could tell they got a little frustrated and just got away from the run. And they did the same thing down at FSU. However, where were we? 52 yards rushing total as a team. Not a big fan of that. But again, Wisconsin played to stop the run. We knew this was going to be a very good run defense. A lot of people don't realize how good Wisconsin is at stopping the run. Kind of knew that was going to be a problem coming into this game. So, but the thing about this that I saw is Josh Pate said it going into the fall, is that this Alabama team can beat you in a lot of ways. And you took the run away from them, and Ty Simpson just picked them apart through the air. And so that's very comforting to know that Bama can do that, because Georgia's going to take the run away. Auburn's going to take the run away down the road. Oklahoma's going to take the run away. LSU's going to take the run away. So it's going to fall on Ty. And so what's your confidence level right now in this team, Jeff?
Well, he answered the bell. I mean, and he took a lot of heat, like he said, for the Florida State loss. When you're the quarterback, you get praise when you win, you take the blame when you lose. So he took a lot of heat for the FSU game, rightfully so. Left several layups on the field during that game. But what would you expect from your leader after a game like that? You expect them to respond. You expect them to galvanize the team. You expect them to lead by example, to go out and show how you come back from a game like that. And who has had a better comeback than a loss than Ty Simpson the last 2 weeks? I said in a text earlier, if Arch Manning puts up these last two games, they're renaming the award, the Manning Award. If Arch Manning puts up 2 games in a row like this, he'll be he'll be the leading story of every sports show, top to bottom, all day, every day for the next month, if he put up 2 games in a row like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how impressive this game's were.
Yeah, Ty Simpson was extremely impressive today. He was quick in his decision-making. That first drive, you said it, I said it, I think Jay Will said it, like that fourth down they didn't pick up that they tried to throw for, where they went empty set, and you had Cuevas open initially, and Simpson held onto the ball a little bit too long and missed it. But then after that, man, his decision-making was just snap. It was on par. As long as his wide receivers are catching footballs, man, he's doing fine.
I think the only mistake he made, or the only thing, was that fourth down play where he didn't throw it to Lottie, who could have walked in backwards for a touchdown there, and hesitated on the throw and then threw underneath to Cuevas or somebody who got knocked away on that fourth down. But other than that one play, you can't really find any that he made poor decisions.
No, it was
that was the worst decision he made. Yeah.
It was a really good outing against a pretty good defense. What you're going to get from a lot of people who aren't Bama fans is it's just Wisconsin. I get that, but this is a Wisconsin team with a really bad offense, but a very, very good defense. And so to see them do what they did, they put up, like I said, almost 500 yards of total offense. Took their foot off the gas there at the end, but these wide receivers.
Well, and we averaged 3 yards a carry. So as a good run defense, I mean, they're not chumps.
No, they're not. They're not, and that's fine. But
we need some help running too.
Yeah, we do. Now, if they can figure that out, watch out, man. Absolutely watch out. But I was ultimately really pleased with everything I saw today, except for the end of the game. The defense started to kind of, I don't know, it started to look a little bit. I was literally about to do what you just did, Jeff. I had my cursor.
It's like one mind.
I have my cursor over it, about to push it. But anyway, the defense started to kind of give up. I guess almost. I don't want to say give up, but Wisconsin looked like they started to put a little eye candy in there. And
Yeah.
things got confused. Now, I think what's going on, this is just me, I think that there are some delays in getting the play called to the field. There were several times where I saw, once was Keon Sabb, the other time was Deontay Lawson. They're looking over to the sideline, waiting for a play call.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, the ball's getting snapped. And that's on Kane Womack. That's not on the defense. I wonder how often that was happening in Tallahassee as well. So that's something they're definitely going to have to get something figured out before they go on the road.
Quick, because if Georgia or any of these teams get wind of that, they're going to start. You'll see them start getting plays in and going.
Yeah, and there's
teams
we're going to play who naturally do that anyway. Tennessee, Auburn,
true,
Oklahoma. Yeah. So, it was LT Overton that went to the locker room with an upper body injury. Obviously, they're not going to specify. Just based off of my eyes, it didn't look like anything that's going to keep him out for a long period of time. But I'm not there on the sideline, so we'll have to wait and see.
We got a bye week, luckily next week too.
Yeah, they need it. This was something else I noticed. Alabama's pressure at the beginning of the game was really, really good. They were getting to the quarterback. They were grabbing, not letting go. That feigned and way like as the game went on. And then Womack was super blitz happy there late in the third and in the fourth. And they started picking it up and the pressure started falling off. And I mean, once that happens, they're going to hit big ones. If you can kind of negate the pressure, you're going to hit big plays downfield. And Lance, that's exactly what happened there on Xavier Brown. And he got burned, but I mean, it's going to happen sometimes to your secondary. They're reactionary. So, it is what it is.
But he made a great play on the underthrown ball that the guy would have caught to stay fighting and rip it out right at the end.
I was waiting on a flag. I was waiting. I thought for sure.
Yeah, I was too. I was thinking that's an easy flag, but had the quarterback thrown it, when he should have, that would have been a walk-in touchdown too.
Yeah.
But that's the only throw I can remember Ty missing was that fourth down throw. The other incompletions he had were I think he had 3 drops, and then that one bad throw on fourth down. But other than that, he was fantastic. Even running the ball, even his decisions to run the ball, just looked like a different player.
Yeah, absolutely. The story of the game is going to be the wide receivers, I think, and Ty Simpson, which is fine, but don't let that distract you from the fact that Bray Hubbard heard your voices, took it personal, and absolutely balled out today. So, dude finished with what?
Man, he was hitting hard.
He was laying dudes
balls
out.
off, but yes,
it looked good, man.
Yes, he was hitting through people, man. He was hitting 2 feet past them. I mean, he jacked that one Wisconsin guy up on that tight end catch that they got for the first down. He popped him good because the whole dude got up, almost knocked the wind out of him, I think.
Right.
So I was happy to see that. Speaking of somebody that heard and listened and did something about it.
Yeah. Now I will say we did have somebody there today, Will, and he pretty much was like, "Look, man, it did not feel like an 11 a.m. game." By the way, if you guys can, when you're done here, go check out Will and the Prodigal Sons on Spotify. I think you'll enjoy it. But Will was like, "Look, dude, this did not feel like an 11 a.m. kickoff. It was intense. It was loud the entire game. Folks did not want them to score. I think that is a testament. When we had EG on Thursday night and they were talking about bringing that intensity into this week, that was a testament to that.
So well, you could see it. I mean, you could see. I was nervous about the 11 a.m. kickoffs. I always am. I mean, you got to figure by the time they got to get up and start prepping for an 11 o'clock game, you're just wondering, is there a little bit of night lag? Is there, guys still a little bit, rusty? But man, they came out. I mean, they were flying all over the place early in that game.
Yeah. I want to address this comment. I don't know who Brad Bravo is, but Homer nonsense. Dude, nobody's talking about the SEC championship but you. Like, we're not talking about an SEC championship game. We're talking about what happened today in an 11 a.m. kickoff between Alabama and Wisconsin. Like, what are you talking about, man? What, like, nobody's concerned with the SEC championship right now. It's freaking September.
We got to win,
dude.
Today.
Relax, Jesus.
Well, what were they supposed to do to Wisconsin?
Yeah, man. There's no killer instinct. What do you want them to do, man?
Only beating a god awful Wisconsin team. I mean, we were supposed to beat them. We kicked their ass.
Yeah, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, and that's what we wanted to watch because everybody said they were supposed to do the same thing in week 1 to FSU, and they didn't. So yes, we wanted to watch and see if they were able to do that against a Big Ten team, and they absolutely did.
Hey, Brad, take a look around the show here. We tend to look at things through crimson-colored glasses every now and then.
Bro, I'm not. Dude, I don't even think we're
Thank
doing
you for
that.
listening and watching, though. Roll Tide.
We're just saying what happened in the game, man. Like,
yeah.
We're literally sitting here talking about what I didn't like towards the end of the second half, and just coming here talking about this is.
That's why we're here, though. We're talking about what we like, what we don't like. That's why we do these instant reaction shows, because everything's fresh. Like, even if we overreact to stuff, that's what these shows are for, is to overreact to wins, to good stuff, and overreact to bad stuff. You know, like DeBoer was fired after week 1. They were already packing the U-Haul, and now we're SEC champs. See how much it changed in 3 weeks?
We'll talk about the SEC championship in December.
Kat was brewing Folgers when the game kicked off out in Colorado. She was
good Lord, bro.
She had some Folgers in her cup when that game kicked off today.
And Wisconsin was 2-0. Thank you, Lance.
Yeah. Now, Wisconsin was not a great team. Clearly, we saw that.
Everybody knows
struggled. That. They were down to their third string center.
Yeah.
Being a Bama fan who has, for years, we've lost our centers in the past, and it's been crippling. If you go back to the, was it 2005 honk if you sack Brody game? Mm-hmm. If you remember, he had got sacked 8 times in that game. Because our starting center was injured and we had our backup center in who was maybe the worst player on the team.
Yeah.
So Wisconsin was struggling having their third string center in, and you could see that. And they clearly didn't have the horses. I mean, Ryan Williams ran away from everybody on their defense.
I don't know, Kat. Let's look.
They had fought back. Clemson fought back, went up 14-13.
Uh-oh. Georgia Tech's got the ball with 44 seconds left, bro. Hold on. Gonna bring that up while we're talking.
What's the score?
21-21, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, let's find this really quick. We will watch and see what happens together, Kat.
Yes, we will.
All right. Tech's got the ball. Yeah, no, you're fine, Kat. Don't apologize. Thank you. You're a real one, Kat, because now we know. I just turned it off when Clemson started scoring because it was like, okay, it's going to go the way I think it's going to go. Yeah, absolutely. Ryan dropped a big touchdown. Would have looked a lot better. I will say towards the end of the second half, it seemed like the intensity that we were all excited about started to wane a little bit, started to kind of die out. Maybe that was the heat. Maybe that was the fact that 11 a.m. kickoff started catching up with them, but definitely did not like what I was seeing there. And so not a fan of that. What are you doing?
I was trying to see if I could get the game up here.
Oh, you can't do that, dude. Heck no. Cannot do that.
I know. It was paused. It was paused.
Just wild, bro. All right, I got it up. Second and 40 seconds left. GT has the ball.
Are they letting the clock run out?
What do you mean?
I've got third down. They're letting the clock go.
You may be.
4.
You might be. You might be ahead of me.
I just pulled up YouTube TV.
Tell them, Dano. That'd be cool.
They're showing the kicker, so they must be in field goal range.
Uh-oh. Final timeout. All right. Yeah, but let's talk back to Alabama during this timeout. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ryan Williams. I mean, he had one drop pass this entire game, and that's going to overshadow the conversation of what he did the rest of the game. He looked phenomenal the rest of the game. He did exactly what fans are used to seeing him do, that showstopper capability. He looked good. Dude, I'm really happy that these wide receivers lived up to the hype because I've been hyping up this wide receiving core for months. obviously for good reason. And now that Ty's getting the ball to him. Absolutely beautiful performance by the wide receivers. The one thing I'm not sold on, man, is defensively. I don't know. Well, they keep playing them in the slot. Jeff and I talked about that Thursday night. I don't know how I feel about it.
He was out of the slot more today, and you could see in some of the plays that he made, but then the pass he dropped, he was in the slot position. Boy, they're not making it easy on their kicker. They didn't try at all to get the ball any closer. They're going to run him out there for a 60-yarder to win the game.
What were you saying now, Jeff?
Okay, here he goes. Oh, they didn't even have a timeout, and he kicks it, and he got it.
He did not.
Tech walks it off.
You got to be kidding. Dude.
And Dabo Sweeney is sprinting across the field to shake the coach's hand like he runs down that hill. Don't charge the field. Georgia Tech, you losers. Come on.
Down goes Clemson. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Tech, I was so happy for you until you charged the field against Clemson.
I told you guys, FSU's winning the freaking ACC, man. That's the best team in the ACC. Dano, yeah, you called it, brother.
I thought Clemson would run the table after that LSU loss, but phew.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, I like Lottie in the slot, although he dropped one too. So I hope all the podcasters don't crucify him.
Say it again, Lottie, because he dropped one ball.
Because he dropped that one.
No, they won't, because he doesn't paint his fingernails and walk around with a stuffed dinosaur.
That's right.
That's why. And they're not blaming.
That's right. He doesn't fake head injuries too.
Freaking crazy, dude. I know.
We have a CTE specialist on the show that can tell by watching a TV if a player's been hit in the head or concussed or anything like that. He just has to glance at the TV and he can know.
Yeah. No, Brad. Oh my gosh. No, you're missing the entire point. No, we can talk about SEC championship quality ball, whatever that is.
We haven't even played an SEC game yet.
Dude, what we're talking about is what happened in this game. Right now, right? Alabama, we're not concerned with Georgia. We can be now, but we just finished the Wisconsin game. What did we see that was better today than it was last week or the week before? What did we see that raises concern going forward? That's what we're talking about. That's dude, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say the whole team is terrible? They can't do anything right. They're going to lose every game the rest of the season? Or do you want me to say, hey, this looked good. This looked bad, because I've done both of those things. What do you want, man?
Yeah.
Homer nonsense. Just talking about the defense freaking letting off the gas towards the end of the game and getting
This is a Homer show, though, just to let you know.
That's fine.
We do call. That's what I'm saying. That's what we do, though. We are a Homer show. We're not denying it. We're not running from it. We call a spade, though. And today was a good win against an undefeated team. Granted, they weren't a top 10 team, but they were a lesser quality team at home that we covered the spread. And Ty Simpson was almost perfect.
Did you see the size of their? Did you see the size of their defensive line?
Now, we cannot run the ball. That's a problem.
Line.
We average 3 yards a carry. That's a problem. We average 2 yards a carry against Florida State. That's a problem. So we're going to have to fix the running game somehow. Maybe it's mixing in a different running play than shotgun run up the middle, which is the only running play we've had for going on 4 years now. So I don't know if that's something to do or what, but yes, the running game is a problem.
Yeah. AK did look really good. Dude, AK, do you know who does he look like to you?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, to me he looks like TJ Yeldon.
I think he runs way smoother than Yeldon did.
Really? Okay.
Yeldon was a 30-yard or bust, but you never saw Yeldon turn the corner and go 60 yards for a touchdown because his running style didn't allow for that.
That's true.
But he was
that's right
between 0 and 30 yards, 20 or 30 yards. He was incredible.
I think I might be thinking of like literally physically on the field. I mean, just I don't know the way
he runs reminds me of Gibbs though. He's he's deceptively fast. I mean, next thing you know, he's at full speed.
Yeah, him. Assuming we keep all of them, him. Oh my goodness, sorry, Riley and Daniel Hill next year. That's going to be a feastable trio. I'm excited. Yeah, he can. He showed that on that last run.
Even I love that
where it got pulled back. Something else today. Bama was penalized a lot. Penalized. I did not.
Still dumb penalties. They're still gonna get us.
Yeah.
That running into the referee penalty. What the F was that? I mean, did he charge over and slam a referee, or did he bump into a ref celebrating a touchdown? That's what exactly I want to know.
It happened to us last year too.
But you can count on referee guy to run out there with his flag, running into the referee. And I'm like, really? Can you context it? I mean, he didn't charge through the referee. He was celebrating a touchdown, and the 65-year-old referee has got right in the middle of it and got bumped into. So they're going to throw a flag on the kid, a bench guy for celebrating a touchdown. Give me a
ref also made a big time saving tackle for Wisconsin in this game as well. I noticed.
Yeah. So yeah. But yes, just lots of. We got to clean up some of these penalties.
Yeah, there's some things that I definitely am uncomfortable with moving forward. The pass rush, it looked really good at the start of the game. Like I said, it started to kind of dissipate towards the end. I think there's some issues with Kane Womack kind of getting calls in maybe a little late. I think Malachi Moore even said that last season that they were struggling with that.
Yeah, I do recall that.
Yeah, maybe that's going on now. And then there go the goalpost. And then I just the pass rush.
They took the goalpost down for beating Clemson. Oh my God, Georgia Tech, you're lose. Stop telling everybody what a loser you are.
Not anymore. They're 3-0, baby.
Yeah, and they lost all credibility when they stormed the field and tore down the goalpost for beating a 1-2 Clemson team.
It just knocked off the shortest dynasty ever in college football.
Lord of mercy. Y'all giving Clemson way too much credit. That's like LSU storming the field last year for beating Ole Miss.
Brad, don't be sorry for watching, man. This is what we do. I hope you guys.
Brad, dude, come on, man. This is what we do. Brad, calm down. Whoa.
Brother. You're allowed to get your concerns out. But if you want me to hear your opinions,
come back,
you got to be willing to hear mine too.
Brother.
That's the way this works.
That's what we want. We welcome you to come back and give us opinions, civil discourse, even in their own family. We love it. So come back, Brad.
Yeah, if you want to give it,
we need some reality here too. We need somebody that might need to keep us off the crimson-colored glasses.
Brad, come back.
I may have just locked up.
Be the guy that holds us accountable. Just because I tell you I don't like what you're saying.
We need an accountability buddy.
Yeah, you use that word too.
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got you now. Who's the 2-0 ball club? Is this your son's team?
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. Well, come back, Brad. If you catch this later, we need accountability like that.
Yes, Ty is playing lights out. If he continues to play like that, it's going to be a fun season. Now the problem is again, Alabama can't run the ball right now, and we're about to start a gauntlet where they're going to need to be able to run the ball. Now I will say some of that today I think is just because Wisconsin is a very, very good run defense, but we'll see.
They were stout. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jaden Roberts. I know Vandermark starts and gets a lot of run. Is Roberts still? I mean, he got concussed 5-6 weeks ago.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Is he still feeling some from that? Is that why he's no longer?
I don't know. I don't know. He moved out of the.
I mean, he played a lot today. Yes, I agree, Lance.
I think he got moved out of the rotation.
He played a lot today, but we're not getting a lot of. I don't know if he's the factor or not, but
I think he got moved out of the one rotation before the season even started. So, Booger McFarland is an idiot.
I mean, there's no telling what this. Remember, he said that Ty Simpson was going to suck this year because he hasn't shown him anything the last 3 years. Okay.
Because he has Jesse Palmer.
Cat's
with
right.
The, blasphemous sacrilege today.
Man, Jesse Palmer named the Holy Trinity when referring to Caden Proctor's down the field blocking.
Yeah, that bugged me, man. I was like, "What are you doing, brother?" No.
I mean, hey, he did. He choke slammed him on that block. That was a sweet block. He went straight Undertaker and choke slammed him to hell. And Palmer loved it.
Yeah. Well, I think Palmer is talking about. I think he's been one of the ones that's kind of been like, "Look, Ty Simpson, if this team can do what they're supposed to do, Ty Simpson's going to be really, really good." And again, what we saw 3/4 of that game today, that's what those people that went to fall camp and came out talking about how good Alabama was going to be, that's the team that they saw. That's who they saw. So I'm happy with it. I think it could have gone better in certain phases of the game. Obviously, we left some points.
There's definitely areas we can improve.
Yeah, the defense. But the good thing is we're going on a bye week, and then we're going to Georgia. Georgia's style fits what we do defensively a little bit better. So we'll see what they look like today versus Tennessee. But I feel like Alabama's going to be competitive in that game. I'm not ready to say I feel like they're going to win it. But if they're going to lose another game the rest of the season, I don't know that it'll be Georgia. So we'll see.
The issue is, everything's been rainbows and flowers at home. I mean, we look like different team at home and on the road. This is going to be, I think the test more will be the road game than Georgia, honestly, as asinine as that sounds. But that's what I think will be the bigger problem is playing away from Bryant Denny. Not so much. I mean, Georgia's going to be a threat. Georgia's going to be a problem, but I'd feel better going against them at home than I do on the road. So I think if we can combat that road woes that we have, I think 22-on-22 we can. They're not light years better than we are. Maybe Georgia will black out again.
Either way, the other thing about that game is there's the potential that Alabama might be sitting at 16, 17, maybe even a little bit higher, depending on what happens the rest of the day today. There's potential that could be College Game Day's location next week. That's a lot of distraction around the game. Bama of recent years hasn't played great when College Game Day's on campus. So that makes me nervous as well. But yes,
I mean it's hard not to disagree with that. I think we do have the better QB. I don't know how now if Stockton goes out and carves up Tennessee on the road tonight, then I may have to tip my cap to him. Yeah, give him Ty's the best home quarterback.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch Georgia today and kind of see how Alabama can approach that game. And I'll probably do some videos on that tomorrow. Go ahead and do like an early look at the Georgia game. But I think, I think just based off of what I've seen so far, Bama's going to be concerned with containing Stockton on the ground and stopping the run. That's going to be first and foremost. I think the secondary is good enough to kind of hold their own out there. So if they can commit assets to stopping the run, keeping Gunnar Stockton in the pocket, and if their O-line, if Alabama's O-line can play, okay, they don't have to be perfect, but if they can play okay and give Ty Simpson some time, I saw him throw under duress several times today while taking one to the chin, and every one of those throws,
a few times.
Yeah, but every one of those throws were still spot on the money. So can he do that, to Jeff's point again? Can he do that on the road? We'll see. He can do it at home. It looks good at home. They're looking good at the house. But if they can go into Georgia and get that win, I think that, all eyes will turn to the South Carolina game on the road. And then the other one that makes me nervous is Kalen DeBoer's first Iron Bowl at Jordan-Hare Stadium. So we shall see.
That always makes me nervous, no matter who it is. Even when the Nick Tater was here, 09, what is that? 21 or 22, and then the Gravedigger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just weird stuff happens there. You go way back to the Dubose era. Just weird stuff happens there.
So if you go to an Auburn game, they play this little promo video before everything, and the promo video starts with Nick Saban saying that Jordan Hare Stadium's haunted, and so yeah, no, Cat, he's absolutely right. I think Michael Carroll's pushing big time over on that right side of the line. Forby's doing okay, and I do think he is safe, but if we can't run the ball against Georgia, they're going to make some changes on that offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened in game. So we'll try to get Clint on again soon and talk to him about it.
I think
what
the problem is higher than that, but we'll see. I've never been impressed with this offensive line coach last year or this year, so I think the problem kind of starts there.
I thought they were going to bring in Huff at some point, to be honest with you.
I did too. Bill was really high on Coach Cap, but he hasn't wowed me in the 16 game sample.
Yeah, that should have
seen as hyped as our offensive line has been.
They've underperformed for sure. So
yeah, they have flashes where they look dominant, and then they gave up 3 sacks in the first quarter today. Like that's okay. That's a problem.
Well, especially the left side of the line. It's surprising. Like we knew the right side of the line was going to be a little sketchy, but the left side over there with Dewberry and Caden Proctor has kind of been like, what's going on? Proctor still kind of looks slow in his lateral movement sometimes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Lance, we're with you, buddy. I haven't seen it yet either, and it's definitely a big concern, the running game. We'll see. We'll see what happens moving forward. I'll tell you who did not do a great job in pass pro today, and that was Richard Young. Did you guys see him get blown up? God bless him.
Yeah, he learned here's what happens when you take on a linebacker running downhill.
Yeah, he got smoked.
You better launch into him. If you wait for him to hit you, you're going to get put on your back.
Yep. Yeah.
That happened to Justin Jefferson in the first game on defense. He rolled around and met a guy flat-footed and got sent about 2 rows up. So
he's looking a little bit better. Yeah. I have still seen him kind of hanging on to some dudes and getting drug a couple of yards. He had that one tackle today where he hit the guy, started to get drubbed, but then Bray Hubbard comes in and cleans it up really quick. Yeah. I think that's where Jefferson's going to pop when he's trying to tackle these oversized guys because he's just too undersized. But he's starting to look a little more confident, which makes me happy because Jeff, you know how I was kind of hyping him up for a while. So
he did look confident now. There were several plays where he was in the backfield, he was in the mix. He was the first one even disrupting the play. He was in there quite a bit. He's heard. I'm sure he's heard the noise too. I'm sure a lot of these guys have heard the noise.
They have. Somebody else I saw today play that I'm really excited about moving forward is Caleb Edwards. He had that one grab. Dude, it's really easy to forget. No kidding, Tomas. It's really easy to forget how big Caleb Edwards is, man. Yeah. That dude, when you see him fully suited up on the field, that is a big guy. Very, very big guy.
It's like when he learns how to play football at this level, he's going to be a problem.
He's learning quick, man.
He's learning quick. London Simmons, is that his name? London or Landon?
London Simmons looked good.
He looked really good. True freshman. I thought he played well.
Yeah. I'm anxious to see what if they continue to use this wide receiver rotation the way they're doing. I like what they're doing with Isaiah Horton and Latsier Brooks. I'm not going to call him Lotsie Brooks. Just saying, I've following him in recruiting. I called him Latsier for 1.5 years, so it's going to be Latsier Brooks. But
it's all right. I'll call him Lottie.
I appreciate.
We likes to potty.
Lottie.
We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody.
Sorry. Cole, you think Cole's going to leave? Cole Adams? Is that who you're talking about, Lance?
Must be. I mean, Cole's going to be down on the wide receiver chart, I think.
Yeah.
Lottie, and even if Bach, did Bach even play today? I don't think Bach even got on the field today. He's going to be another one transferred too. They can't find anywhere to put him.
He's gone after this year.
So he'll be gone after this year. He tried to leave after last year.
Sorry. I feel like maybe he was just strong holding him.
They don't know where to put him. And that's unfortunate.
I do. I sure do.
Everybody laughs at threes. Remember when Javi Arenas was a 3-star? We signed him away from South Florida. We were the laughing stock.
Josh Jacobs.
Tobias remembers the local show, John and Barry on here, man. Tobias, you remember Barry was man, we were getting made fun of daily for the Javi Arenas signing.
Yeah. Hey, if you think this staff doesn't know how to evaluate talent, go
check this out.
Go to my X profile and look at what Jet Thamal has done this year. I posted it this morning. His senior year. We had him on the show a few weeks ago, did an interview with him. Kid is lighting it up. And so
he's not exaggerating when he says lighting it up. He's literally
it's crazy.
He's literally putting up stupid numbers.
Yeah, it's a wild stat line. I mean, you shouldn't have to look any further than Keelan Russell, but we'll see. Once he's the captain in the ship, I think he'll shut a lot of people up too. Yeah, Lance, I thought. There's a lot of guys like that right now that you're just kind of really excited about preseason, and then you see them and you're like, what? Oh, okay. But
has he played? If he's played, I haven't noticed it.
Who, Kelby Collins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, he was getting blasted off the ball that FSU game. He looked terrible.
Well, that's an outlier. If we judged everybody by that game, we'd have a whole new roster.
That happened to him today too.
Week 2, okay.
So
yeah,
but I told you guys. I said it in a video this week. I said Alabama. What we're looking for this week, and what I wanted to see was one guy kind of step up and kind of step into that Will Anderson, Tim Williams, Dallas Turner role. And I think Bama's got a guy that can do it. They're just not using him like that yet. And it's Yanze Pierre. Dude, that guy is legit. I think he recorded a sack today. I want to see more of him. I think he could be very, very beneficial to Alabama's pass rush. They did better overall today. What did we record? 4 sacks, I think, 4 or 5. They did a lot better, but again, it started to kind of fade off towards the end of the game, as well as the defensive effort in its entirety. So, need to see that withheld for 4 quarters.
Man, we got to play 4 quarters. You got to play through it 4 quarters.
Yep.
Because there's going to be a game that we're going to need it. We're not going to be up by 28 every game in the 4th quarter.
That's right. And it could be happening in 2 weeks when the Tide go to Athens. Yeah,
we'll
Kat,
see.
you might be right. You might be right.
Probably. Although Dre Jr. came in and promptly laid somebody out in this game. Yeah. I like seeing that. I'll take that every time.
You're talking about headhunter there.
I'll take that every time. Give me that guy every time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was busting people up.
Jeff, I know you're wanting to get back to watching some football. Me too. I'm sure the chat is. There's a lot of good games on today. I'll probably hop on later on tonight and do a day-end wrap-up. Jeff, if you want to hop on with me, feel free. If you can't make it, it'll just be.
Keep me posted. I'm going to the racetrack tonight, so if I'm home from then, absolutely.
Vroom, vroom. Gelato, Roll Tide. Again, really quick, if you're in here, if this is your first time here, welcome in. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There are 263 of you watching on X. Please, before you go back to watching your game,
thank you all.
Thank you for being here. Go over to YouTube really quick when we're done here. It'll only take you a couple seconds. Go to Waaaay Offsides, Waaaay with 4 A's.
Waaaay, this is all caps. Waaaay. Waaaay.
Skip
checks in the mail, Skip. And just hit the subscribe button. It helps us out. Helps us keep making content. Been doing a ton of content here lately. We're going to continue that trend through the bye week. Got some fun things for you over the next couple of weeks. So thanks for sticking around with us. You guys are amazing as always. Read your Bible, say your prayers, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee to Roll Tide.